Hello and welcome back to ESPN Radio on the Youth Sports Radio Show. Call us in at 1-888-SAY-ESPN. Along with my partners Jackson Curtis and Jasper Weinberg, I'm Jared Gross, and let's get right into it. So, our first topic, Terrell Owens. Should he have gone? Is he going to go to the Hall of Fame? He said no. What do you think about that?
I didn't say no. I said he's not first ballot.
I mean, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer in your mind, but in his mind he is, and he takes that as an offense that it took him this long to get into the Hall of Fame, and he feels like he isn't being justified for his abilities on the field, and I think it's his right to not go if he thinks that the NFL is disrespecting him.
But also at the same time, he was a very talented receiver, but when they take into consideration, obviously they have to be talented on the field, but they also take into consideration things they did off the field. And off the field, he wasn't the greatest guy.
I mean, he wasn't the greatest guy off the field, but his on-the-field talents definitely deserve to make him a first-ballot Hall of Famer. And he was second all-time NFL receiving yards. And if that doesn't deserve first-ballot Hall of Fame, I don't know what does. And if he feels like that isn't justified, then why go?
You keep talking about how he's being disrespected by the NFL, but I feel the Hall of Fame is a really huge thing to get into. There's only like 300-something players that made the Hall of Fame out of however many people have played in the NFL. And he's disrespecting the NFL by not going. He should just suck it up and be a man and join the Hall of Fame. It's a huge deal.
What do you think, Jackson?
I want to know how you could be the second best receiver in NFL history, arguably the first best, and you don't make it to the Hall of Fame like when you should have. And that's why I feel like he was disrespected, because he should have made it a lot sooner. Whereas like a guy like Jerry Rice made it a lot sooner, but Terrell Owens did not. And I mean, what's the difference?
Jerry Rice has better stats than him, and he's also a great person off the field as well.
But that doesn't take away from overall talent, though. You know, you could be bad off the field, but if you're on the field, amazing. I mean, you should be in the Hall of Fame as soon as possible.
Well, if you look at the MLB, there's a lot of players that cheated with performance-enhancing drugs, and they're not even in the Hall of Fame.
All right. I agree with Jackson on this one. So now on to our second topic, NFL dark horse for the 2018-19 season. What do you have, Jackson?
Let me start this off. The San Diego Chargers, they definitely were underwhelming last year. They definitely should have had a lot more wins than they did. But, I mean, that safety out of FSU, Derwin James, they drafted, he's definitely going to be, great on the defense. And then Phillip Rivers is hungry for a ring. He has been his whole career, but, I mean, at this point, he's got to get one, and he's going to go after it this year. Chargers are going to the AFC Championship.
And not to mention, Melvin Ingram definitely thinks they're winning a ring this year with what he said in his interview at training camp. Jasper?
I'm going to have to go with my dark horse as the New York Football Giants. They have veteran quarterback Eli Manning. He's already won 2 rings. They have great receivers, Odell Beckham Jr., Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. One of them is going to be open. And in the first round with the second overall pick, they took Saquon Barkley, and they added some players to the offensive line like John Greco and Nate Solder. I think they're a really improved football team.
But what about the defense, though?
I mean, they still got some good players like Janoris Jenkins. Their defensive line, they lost like JPP, but overall they still have a good enough defense.
All right, well, mine is going to be the San Francisco 49ers, adding Jimmy Garoppolo last year from a 5-9 record, improving that much mid-season. And with head coach Kyle Shanahan, offensive guru, working with Jimmy Garoppolo is just unreal. And I don't think that any team can doubt that the 49ers are going to be a threat just with the addition of Jimmy Garoppolo, because he is that good.
Who's he going to throw to, though? I mean, the number 1 receiver in San Francisco is Marquise Goodwin. And, I mean, that's definitely not the best receiver.
I mean, who knows? Terrell Owens wants to make a comeback to the NFL. Maybe we can get him for some red zone plays. All right, so on to the final topic. When is this Warriors dynasty going to end?
Honestly, it's whenever either Curry or Durant leaves. You can deal without a guy like Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, but if it's one of the two superstars that leaves, probably Curry. He'll probably leave before Durant because Durant's just thirsty for rings and stuff. I think it's whenever one of those two leaves, that's when the dynasty's just over.
I would disagree with that. I don't think Curry's going to leave Golden State anytime soon. And even if one of them did leave, they still won a championship without Durant.
Oh, we have a call coming in here.
State your name, caller.
Hi, this is Max calling. I'm a big fan of the show, guys. Thank you for having me on.
So what do you want to discuss, Max? Yeah, Max, I definitely agree with you. Boston is definitely a team on the rise, and with Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, who wasn't there for the whole season, and with Kyrie Irving not there for the playoffs, I definitely think the Celtics could have made the finals, said those players were healthy. And next year, with them healthy and barring no injuries, I think the Celtics can go to the finals, and they can give the Warriors a tough chance.
Not if LeBron has anything to say about it, because my prediction, he's going to Philly, and he is shutting down the East with those youngins there. I think the Philly Sixers go to the finals next year.
Also, talking about the Celtics, you don't know how Gordon Hayward's going to recover from this injury. You don't, and even with Kyrie Irving, just Kyrie, can they beat the Warriors in the finals?
I think they can, because Kyrie has the potential to lead a team, and this is what he's been going for. He moved to Boston, so he was able to lead the team to the finals and win the finals as the leader, which he hasn't been able to do with LeBron James. And this injury set him back a year from what he was trying to do with this. And if he can come back and prove that, then that'll make his legacy go up and up and up.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Max. And that is all we have for today on ESPN Radio with the Youth Sports Radio Show. Call us in on 188-SAY-ESPN, and we're out. Thank you.